Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to Rosery Apparel. In this video, I'm back with another roundup of everything I've made for my wardrobe recently. This time it is everything I've made during autumn. Autumn is by far my favourite season and I've had so much fun making each and every one of these items and I'm so excited to share them with you. I feel like I've been a little bit more experimental than normal, both with the different types of fabrics I've used and with the styles I've been drawn to this season. And like always, I'll have a list of all the videos and tutorials I've shared over the last few months that show the making process for all of these pieces. So if you did want to make any of them for your own wardrobe, then go and check those out. So without further ado, let's get into it and let me show you what I made for my wardrobe during autumn. The first piece I have to show you is this incredible collared dress. I've definitely been super into the big collar trend that's going on at the moment and I'm just so in love with how this dress turned out. It's actually a pattern hack of my Rosery dress, but as you can see it features this incredible ruffled collar that goes all the way along the back as well, and I actually made the ruffle contrasting so it would really stand out. I've also added a little keyhole detail at the front, so this dress doesn't actually have a zip at all. I can just throw it over the top of my head, which just makes getting it on and off so easy. And to make it even cuter, I added these shirred gathered sleeves, which kind of almost have a little ruffle at the end as well. And I have to say this dress has just been such a great addition to my wardrobe for autumn. It's perfect for wearing on its own when it's not too cold, but I also love styling it with my handmade jumpers as well and having the collar kind of stick out over the top of the jumper. I just think that looks so adorable. And yeah, the fabric I used is a kind of shirred seersucker type fabric with a really fine gingham print. It's actually black and beige, but from a distance it looks like it's just plain grey, and I don't really have that many grey items in my wardrobe, so I'm quite happy with that actually. Another big collared item I made for my wardrobe this season is this incredible 80s blouse. I actually used a blouse pattern from the 80s to make this garment and it just has so many amazing features. First up, it has this super adorable tie-up collar, which is something I've never really seen before. It also has some lovely pin tuck detailing along the front just to add a little bit of detail, and I also went the extra mile and made some self-covered buttons in the same fabric so that they would blend in nicely to the blouse. But what really makes this piece extra special is this insanely large square collar. And again, this collar also has a little ruffle all along it. Because it's square, and a lot of people actually commented on this in the video that I shared, the collar just kind of looks like a ruffled yoke on the blouse, which I really like because even though it is so big, it actually kind of blends into the blouse nicely and makes it a little bit more subtle. And I think the reason that all the features kind of work so nicely together is the fact it's been made out of this incredible fabric. It's a textured cotton in this pistachio green color, and it has quite a embroidered kind of look to it, which I think works really nicely with the quite statement details that the blouse pattern has. Originally, I was hoping to make two blouses like this and use one of my vintage tablecloths to make the collar, but I decided I think I'm happy with just having one of these blouses in my wardrobe. Just because it is quite a statement, I feel like one of these blouses is more than enough. Next up, I have this adorable floral cord mini skirt. Again, I used a vintage pattern to make this skirt and I'm so happy with how it turned out. The fabric definitely makes this garment. It is so incredible. It's got so many beautiful colors in it. And if this skirt isn't already cute enough, I also opted to have some little side pockets at the front, which I don't know, I just love a garment with pockets because I just find them so much more practical, and I really do notice when my clothes don't have pockets. I also think that these two pieces work together really nicely as well. Like, that is such a cute outfit. And I just really love how both of these have been made from some vintage patterns. And even though the patterns are from two very different eras, they both work so nicely together. Next up, I have this amazing puffy sleeved mini dress. This dress is actually a duplicate of another dress I have in my wardrobe. It's a dress I picked up from the thrift store a while ago and I really loved the style of it. I just wasn't overly crazy about the fabric that it was made from. So I decided to have a go at making the exact same dress in a fabric I actually love. And I opted for this incredible, almost I'd say terracotta orange coloured fabric. The fabric itself is a cotton, but it's got a really lovely thickness to it and also almost brushed texture. It's not quite as brushed as flannelette, but it does have a really nice softness to it. The dress itself features these amazing puff balloon sleeves, a square neck, which I absolutely love. The skirt doesn't have any kind of gathering to it. The way it gets a little bit of shape is through this shirred panel at the back, which kind of gathers the back of the skirt slightly, which also means that this dress doesn't have a zip either, because it can stretch and fit over my head easily enough. And yeah, it's just a really simple dress, but it looks really nice and quite flattering when it's on. Next, I have another item in a similar color to the last dress. I just absolutely love burnt orange and terracotta tones, but this is a lovely gathered tiered skirt. This season I decided I wanted to try and share some more beginner friendly clothes that people can make, because I was aware that maybe a lot of the people watching my videos are people who want to start making their own clothes but haven't yet taken the plunge. So I wanted to share a video with some projects for complete beginners, and this was one of the projects I shared in that video. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I love a good midi skirt, especially a gathered midi skirt. And even though I have quite a few tiered dresses in my wardrobe, I didn't have a tiered skirt like this. It's honestly such an easy make. It's just made up of 3 rectangles, each rectangle being slightly bigger than the last to get this beautiful gathered tiered look. I kind of feel like this one will be much better suited to the warmer months here in Australia because it's made out of some pretty thin cotton, so it's not very warm. So I haven't actually worn this skirt that much yet, but I know I'm going to wear it to death once summer rolls around again. And of course I've made sure to add pockets to the side seam as well, because I just love a skirt with pockets. So something I really wanted to try to do a little bit more this year is work with stretch fabrics. I've dabbled with stretch fabrics in the past, but can't say I was overly happy with the result. I definitely need to get better at figuring out what settings are best for my machine so that the fabric doesn't warp, if that makes sense. And then I was very kindly gifted some 100% Australian merino wool jersey by A&R Fabrics in this incredible golden mustard color. The shade of this fabric is called Whiskey, and it is just so lovely. The sort of color that is just going to go so well with so many things in my wardrobe. I love wearing turtlenecks under my dresses during winter, and I've bought quite a few in the past that have lasted me years, and I really love wearing them. But I really wanted to see if I could have a go at making some turtlenecks for myself instead. And I'm happy to say that I successfully made a turtleneck this season. The pattern I used for this is the Rise and Fall turtleneck pattern by Paper Cut Patterns, and it turned out amazing. It fits me like a glove. I made size 2 because I like my turtlenecks a little bit snugger, because like I said, I like wearing them underneath my dresses a lot. And I decided to have a go at using pretty much only my Overlocker to make this. And now that I've made one turtleneck, I'm excited to have a go at making others in other colors because it was so easy and so quick. It only took a little over an hour to make this, and it just looks really impressive. I'm so proud of it. And the last item I have to show you, which is by far my favorite from the season, it is this insanely bright and bold coat that I made from a retro blanket. I picked up this huge floral blanket from the op shop, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to have a go at making a coat out of it. It's definitely way out of my comfort zone. It's so bright and bold, but honestly, it is so fun to wear. I don't think I've ever been so anxious to cut into a fabric before. It is dopamine dressing at its finest. I just feel so happy once I've put this on. What I love about this coat is that it is lined with some mustard gingham on the inside, which is just so fun as well. I love that I can just open it up and show a little pop of gingham. And yeah, I am just so proud of this coat. I have decided I love making coats. It's my new favorite thing to do. I've already got plans to make a second one, which I'm very excited about. And to make this coat, I actually ended up pattern hacking a simplicity pattern and also kind of adding some features like these welt pockets to the front. And I've shared a video going through the whole process, so if you're interested in that, I'll again have it linked down below. But yeah, I'm very happy with this coat, and I think it's just such a fun addition to my wardrobe, and It was super fun getting out of my comfort zone and using super thick fabric. It was definitely a struggle for my poor sewing machine, but I think it was worth it. And now I have a super warm coat to wear all winter long, and it's literally like wearing a blanket, which is just so nice. So yeah, that is everything I made for my wardrobe during autumn. I would love to know in the comments below which item is your favorite. Even though I love everything I made, I just can't get past the coat. It has to be my favorite for sure. I feel like these roundup videos come by quicker and quicker every season. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but I feel like time is going so fast. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. And if you did enjoy it, like always, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for more sewing videos like this one. Have a lovely day and thanks for watching.